Censorship always fails. Haha, Sony. So, the PS5 isn't selling too well in Japan. Only 18,000 consoles at once. Oh, that's pretty good. But this is Japan's a country of 125 million people, and no one's buying PS5 in Japan. No one is. Nobody cares about Sony's garbage consoles. Okay, PS5 is the system of censorship. That's what it really is. It's a system of censorship because they're going to be censoring more games, and people in Japan are going to eventually wake up to it and say, hey, I don't want my games censored. Even in our country, even though Sony, they had to censor The Last of Us Part 2, but in America, they allowed that. They won't censor their games, but any Japanese game, they're gonna go, oh no, anime boobs, ooh, we don't want people to see that. Oh yeah, that awful scene in The Last of Us Part 2, we want everyone to see that. We want everyone to see that scene in the game, okay? But anime boobs, no. We cannot see that. It's too inappropriate for the people's eyes. But The Last of Us Part 2 scene, same M-rated type game. Oh, that's totally fine. Totally fine with Sony, okay? Or the Witcher 3 scene, or scenes in, Western games. That's totally fine, but no. This is why Sony is on the way out, okay? You know what's going to happen? That Sony will be on its way out and Nintendo will take over. That's be a simple fact. Xbox isn't doing too well. Well, it's actually on par of the previous Xbox console. Okay? On par of the Xbox One. So Xbox, the same people are buying the console, and Xbox sales is mostly digital. People are mostly buying their games digitally on the Xbox because that's what most of the games launched. The Xbox Series XL are digital games, not many physical games. But you look at this list, it's mostly Nintendo. Nintendo. No Sony, very little Sony. PS5, the best-selling PS5 game was only at number 10, being outsold by Nintendo Switch, Kingdom Hearts game, Nintendo Switch Ring Fit Adventure, Nintendo Switch Pikmin 3 Deluxe, Nintendo Switch Animal Crossing, Nintendo Switch, Sakura of Rice and Ruin. Of course, Call of Duty Assassin's Creed came out on the PS4, topped the list. But you can see here, going further down, Metabots, Nintendo Switch, Mario, Pokemon, Mario Kart, Minecraft, Persona 4, Mario 3D All-Stars, Smash Bros, Pokemon Sword and Shield again, as well. Splatoon 2, Super Mario Party, Clubhouse Games, Shadowverse Champions Battle, Breath of the Wild, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and Mario Kart Live Home Circuit Set. Okay? All of these are outselling. Some of these are outselling PlayStation 5 exclusives. Okay, a Ring Fit Adventure outsold Demon's Souls, which is a big selling point of the PS5. When your big selling point game is being outsold by a 1-year-old game, or Pikmin 3 Deluxe, a 7-year-old game, because Pikmin 3 Deluxe came out on the Wii U in 2014. Animal Crossing New Horizons also isn't selling as well as it used to be, but most of those sales are likely burnt out. It also does not include digital sales. Animal Crossing New Horizons sold north of 7 million copies digitally. And you see here, we have the systems here. Nintendo Switch outsold the PS5 on its launch. What else do I have to say? Nintendo is destroying Sony's garbage as well. PS4 Pro. No one's buying the PS4 Pro in Japan. No one's buying the PS4. Nobody is buying the Xbox One, obviously, because the Xbox One is a failure in Japan. But new 3DS LL as well is not selling because the 3DS is discontinued. So it's really between the Xbox Series, PlayStation, and Switch. PS5 and Switch, and the Switch is outselling the PS5. The Switch is outselling the PS5. The standard PS5, okay? It's also one of the worst launches in Sony's history. The only Sony console that wants below it, of course, they say, oh my god, PS5 sales are so great because they outsold the Xbox. But if you look at here, PS4 5 are sold out in Japan, but launch numbers are dire. Second worst places in launch is the PS4, PS2, and PS3. It only outsold the PS3. Of course, they don't have the Vita sales. I think it even sold worse than the Vita in Japan. The PS5, again, PS3 had a painful launch everywhere. painful launch everywhere. The PS3 had a painful launch. One of the worst launches, but it still came back and actually beat the 360 total in sales. Not in America, but the whole world. In America, it was still sold worse than the 360. But the PS5, no one's buying it. Nobody cares about the PS5 in Japan. Again, nobody cares about the Xbox, but nobody knows what an Xbox is in Japan. It's like in America, nobody knew what a Vita was. Okay, its Vita only sold in Japan. Okay, nobody in Europe or America knew what a Vita was. Nobody cared what a Vita was. So kind of like how the Vita was in America and Europe, nobody cared about the Vita. It was only popular in Asia as well. And, no one cares about the PS5 in Japan. It's being outsold by the Switch, and the games are not selling either. Marvel Spider-Man Demon's Souls always sold like 15,000, 18,000. Of course, and of course that's excluding digital sales. It's probably around 10,000 sales for each as well. So the PS5, no one's buying the games. No one's buying the PS5. Nobody cares about the PS5 in Japan. Yeah, the console is sold out, but nobody cares. The Switch is beating, the PS5 easily, and the Switch will probably continue to beat the PS5 for the end of the year. And it's going to be even worse when the supposed Switch Pro comes out and then comes out. Then Sony's totally screwed. That's basically it. Goodbye.